You're listening to a special interview segment from the official podcast of WrestlingNewsSource.com.
Okay, folks, now we're going to take a break into the show. We're going to be joined by a very special guest here to promote Booker T's Reality of Wrestling, which will be debuting Saturday, April 14th at the Clear Lake Recreation Center located off Bay Area Boulevard. That's going to be 16511 Diana Lane in Houston, Texas. Former multiple tag team champion, 5-time WCW champion, former King of the Ring, current WWE commentator and superstar, the one and only Booker T. Booker, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How are you today?
Oh, man, doing real good, man. Actually, right now I'm in Dallas at my sister's birthday party, so it's a great day. It's a great day.
Very nice.
Happy birthday, dear sister.
Yeah, wish her a happy birthday on behalf of us.
Definitely, I will.
So welcome to the show. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to be on our show. Bell time is going to be at 7:30. Tickets are just $15, 10 for kids. It's going to be a live taping that's going to be airing on your YouTube channel. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's going to air on our YouTube channel. The first 2 weeks, we're going to give the people a free show just to highlight it, let them see exactly what ROW is going to be about, see exactly what they like about it, what they don't like about it. We're going to be definitely taking in feelers, getting back feedback as far as, what we should do differently and stuff like that. But I think it's a great move for us. We've been in existence now, with our wrestling, PWA for going on 6 years, and just thought it was time to revamp it and change it up a little bit and move forward.
Very nice. So what should fans expect going into ROW?
Well, ROW, it stands for Reality of Wrestling. What we're going to be doing is, something that haven't been done. Everybody always wonder, how do you get into the wrestling business? How do you break in? We're going to be showing, exactly, what it takes to, get into this business and the struggles, these kids actually go through trying to get into the business. It's like being a starving artist, So we're going to actually show you a highlight of an insight of these guys' real personal lives and what they're inspiring to be, which is a professional wrestler. And I think it's a great concept. I think it's something that's going to be really, really unique, the way it's going to be shot and told. But it's going to be real as much as we can make it, but it's going to be entertainment at the same time.
Very cool. So we know for sure that it will be on the YouTube channel, but we have heard some rumblings about possible also being on television. Can you confirm or deny or give us any insight into that?
Actually, we're working with Channel 55 here in the Houston area, and they're really interested in getting our show on there right now. They're shopping it. They put together a sizzle and trying to get people behind, getting investors on board as well, sponsors definitely. But it's definitely something that's our main goal is to get it on television. But we will be on our own channel feed. It's called Feed. www.feed.com. You can go to it and check it out, and you'll see our channel actually on Feed, so people will be able to see it on a monthly, weekly basis around the world, and that's what's really, really cool about our show. I've had so many Twitter followers, ask me, how can they see our show? People in England, people in Germany, people all across the globe want to see American content, so they can't come to us, so we're going to come to them.
Very nice. What brought on the rebranding of PWA to Reality of Wrestling?
I've been promising my kids since day one, since I've opened my school way back in the day, that I was going to do, everything I could to, bring television back. I wear the ring of Paul Bosch, a great promoter in the Houston area who I feel like I'm carrying on his legacy and his dream, as far as professional wrestling. And I think it's just my goal. It's just my goal to, be able to give back to the business, give these young kids a platform to be able to do what they do best. I know if I wouldn't have got a chance in the Global Wrestling Federation back in the day, I was only making $100 to go down and shoot for 4 weeks of tapings. But I did that for almost 2 years, and I always say it was worth its weight in gold, just people being able to see me out there and see my talent, see exactly what I can do. And, I've become pretty pretty successful just by that launching pad. So I'm just trying to give the kids out there a chance to do what they love to do.
Very cool, man. We're somewhat local to Houston, and we've seen a lot of the guys that have come out of your school, and a lot of the guys that you've brought in that you use, guys like Rockstar Robbie, Kelly Kevin, Ruthless Ryan, Jared Wayne, and they're all great dudes and great wrestlers. But in your opinion, we'd like to know who we should be looking out for in the next coming up years.
That's really hard to say. I always say I'm not a fortune teller. One of my best students, Gustavo Mendoza, when he first walked into my gym, I tried my best to talk him, out of, becoming a professional wrestler or even trying to do anything like this. And he turned out to be, one of my best students, if not my best. So you can't can't judge a book by its cover. You never know, what the prototype wrestler or who the prototype wrestler is. You just have to, you just have to keep looking. Even now, with WWE, we're struggling trying to find that next big superstar, that next Rock, that next John Cena, that next Booker T. We really are struggling to find those guys. But I think with this platform right here, and people knowing about it and being able to come from all over just to get their face out there, I think it's a good thing.
And you said that, or I've heard that you've said that you not only want this promotion, Reality of Wrestling, to not only be the biggest independent promotion in Texas, but all of the United States.
I'm investing my own money, in this thing, and I can only want it to be the best. I thrive for, perfection, as far as my shows go. Even though we're a small, independent, organization, we try to put on the most professional show that we possibly can. Everything is structured, everything is designed for one reason only, and that's to, give the fans a good show, a good night, leave them going home saying, man, I can't wait to come back next month, so that's really what it's all about. I mean, us being the best wrestling promotion outside of WWE, New Japan or any other big organization. We just want to be, kind of like a AAA league for those guys. When you're looking for guys, come to ROW. Maybe you might find the next big star.
We certainly look forward to that. So tickets are just $15, $10 for kids. It will be a live taping. Like we said, bell time is going to be 7:30. Friends of ours, Kelly Kevin, Rockstar Robbie, Jared Wayne, Ryan Davidson. Are you planning on, for future shows, bringing in any other guests, like big guests, to go up against the young guys, some of your friends that you've made along the years of being in professional wrestling?
I thought about that, but, and I feel like if I do that, it would totally, cloud, what we're really trying to do as far as putting the spotlight on these young guys, these up-and-coming guys who really try to make a name for themselves. I really don't think we're going to be bringing in a lot of name guys or anything like that to wrestle, maybe for autograph signings or something like that. But it's really about the young guys. It's really about, these guys, fulfilling their dreams, creating their own dreams and legacies in this business without, older guys coming in and stepping on their toes. It's really all about the young guys that's trying to get into this business.
And you actually have a wrestling school that gets people started into it. Could you go into a little bit of detail about that? Like what got you interested in starting it, and just the details of how someone can get involved in it?
I've had my wrestling school now going on 9 years, and, it hadn't been a money-making operation, but I hadn't lost money either. The school has been self-contained as far as, the students being able to pay the rent, keep the lights on. It's their house, it's their gym, and as long as they keep it going, that's how long it'll be there. It's a springboard. We, start kids from 13 and up. And our 13-year-old kids, they have a program where they pay $250 down, $100 a month, and they have a 3-year program. We do that because I do that because wrestling school I went to was a 8-week course, and it was $3,000. I don't think you can learn this business in 8 weeks, but they did get my $3,000. My thing is to, try to give these kids at least a half of a chance at getting started off on the right foot in this business if it's something they choose to do.
Is for people who want to know more about it, actually attending your school, is is realityofwrestling.com the place to go, or is it still Booker T?
No, go to
PWA?
BookerTPWA.com.
Okay.
Very nice. We also have learned that you will be appearing at ComicPalooza for Memorial Day weekend to put on a show for the fans out there. Could you give us some insight in that?
Actually, I won't be there putting the show on for the fans or anything. I think that I'm going to be there promoting my book.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
my book.
An upcoming book coming out pretty soon.
My book comes out September 1st. From Prison to Promise. It's my life story. It's nothing to do about wrestling at all. It's just the way I came up, the things that I saw in my life, the trials and tribulations I had to, overcome in my life as well, and making it to this point, which was a journey in itself, So pick up a copy, hopefully it'll become a bestseller, and hopefully we'll be making a movie out of it one day. And the story moves forward.
Who would you have play you?
I don't know, man. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. We have to look around. But it have to be some young kid, some young guy who's, has a lot of great aspirations, a lot of drive, and a lot of heart. Wrestlers and actors are one and the same. So I'm sure I'll be able to find that in one of those actors out there.
Well, I mean, if it's going to be an animated film, I'd like to toss my hat in for it. I've been going back with Booker T-isms and stuff like that. So we actually had. Yeah, we had a couple weeks ago. We had a guest on our show, and we had a Booker T off with all the quips that you do on SmackDown. So we were wondering how I would do compared to you if we could possibly have a Booker T off with Booker T himself.
What's the concept?
Basically, I mean, I don't know if you're aware or not, but you've become quite popular on the internet with some of your sayings on there.
Oh, shucky ducky quack quack, all that. Yeah. I know they got a Booker T bingo out there and all that. It's pretty crazy. It's something I never really imagined. People, jumping on my catchphrases. But that's what I do. I'm a catchphrase guy. I'm not a commentator or anything like that. I don't consider myself a broadcast journalist or anything like that. But in the booth, I go out there and I have fun. And I try to make it cool for the average watcher, you know what I mean? The kid that's watching the show and say, oh, man, that's cool, they can actually put themselves in that moment, I mean, I'm one of the guys who've been around for quite some time, but I still try to consider myself pretty hip and pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very cool, very cool.
Do you ever have anyone come up and try and imitate you or anything?
Oh, man, on a daily basis, like I said, I never thought my voice would, be something that people try to emulate and imitate all the time, But I'm looking forward to, the future, man. I'm looking forward to the ringtones and all of that and everything, man. It's been crazy, It's been crazy, this last year, being with WWE and being a part of the broadcast team, with Michael Cole and Josh Matthews and then Jerry Lawler as well. It's been totally something I never dreamt or imagined, in my years of doing this, but it's something I always did and had fun with in the back with the boys, and that's reality.
Well, I'm sure you don't know, but Daniel does a very mean Booker T, and our listeners absolutely love when he does it. So if you don't mind, maybe he could give you just a little Booker T, and maybe you can tell him, where he's fallen against all the Booker T's that you hear.
Go right ahead. I'll definitely give him a grade of A to Z.
Oh, check out my boy Sin Cara with the greatest of ease flying through the air. That's what makes him part of my Fave 5.
Not bad. On a scale of 1 to 5, I give him about a 3. I give him about a 3. It was close.
At least it's
my boy D. Brown. And people always talked about D. Brown. When he first came in. And when I first created the Fave 5 and I put D. Brown in my Fave 5, I said this kid was going to be something. I said he was going to be something special. And he has grown to become something special. Guys didn't believe that. I got tagged Daniel Bryan, D. Bryan, just to give him a little bit more charisma, just to give him a little bit more oomph. And I really think that was the thing that catapulted him to that next level, that my boy D. Bryan. Even though right now he's still in my Fave 5, but he's kind of like on my my crap list at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. And now he's got a new shirt out because of it with the yes and all that. Are you looking to make any T-shirts or anything with your slogans? Maybe Shucky Ducky Quack Quack or anything?
All of that stuff is WWE, stuff. Every time they do, something get put out, they put it out. They just put out the new King Booker action figure, which was real cool. They brought the old vintage Booker T spinner on a T-shirt back, which is really, really cool. And my thing, I really don't ask for it, and I'm just enjoying the ride. Being a part of WWE right now, being a part of the team, first and foremost, it's a great stage of life. I always say right now, I feel like a general, and right now it's just up to me to, pretty much nourish these young guys and try to give them the knowledge to become great one day. And like I say, it's all about leaving your legacy in this business.
Well, just coming off of WrestleMania, what was your feeling about it in Miami?
Oh, Miami! WrestleMania was awesome. You know what I mean? Just I've been in this business for 21 years. To see how much has grown, that's what I inspire the young guys to. Any young kid in this business, that's where they want to be at. All my ROW guys, kids. This is where they're inspired to want to be one day, and that's WrestleMania, that biggest stage you could ever perform on in this business, and the production of it was second to none. It was perhaps the greatest, the best promotion that I had ever seen since I've been a part of entertainment, not just wrestling, but concerts. I don't care if it was monster trucks, motocross. I don't care what it was. The Masters. This was the biggest promotion and the best promotion in Miami that I had ever seen. WrestleMania 28. It was awesome. It was definitely breathtaking.
And a very interesting note about WrestleMania 28. The company that did the pyro for it, they were actually from our area. They're from Port Neches.
Well, I'll tell you what, man.
Right near Beaumont.
They did a hell of a job. The set. It took a week to put up. It took 5 days to take down. That's how big of a production it really was. And like I say, it was something that I could only say I was just honored to be, a part of it. I actually thank Vince McMahon for, letting me just be a part of WrestleMania, because it was just that unbelievable. Any kid in this business that's inspired, to do this, that's where they want to be at one day.
Very nice.
Speaking of, you were just talking about merchandise. Is there any plans on any merchandise for ROW?
Definitely. We're already in the works, of course, with the T-shirts and whatnot. And my wife got these little things that go around your wrist that, one day you got to keep up with every show. There's all kind of stuff. I can't even explain what it is, but that's her thing. But, hats as well. We're trying to create individual stuff for each character. We definitely got to figure out which character is going to be, the guy, that's going to be up to the fans, up to the viewers, because we're going to view this thing through Twitter and Facebook, and these kids are going to become local stars, and they're going to have their own Facebook page and their own Twitter followers, and they're going to be just local kids, such as I was one day when I was in the Global Wrestling Federation before the days of Twitter and Facebook and whatnot. I was working in an organization, and I was working a 6-day-a-week job back at home, but then I would get a gig and have to go to Japan and wrestle, and I was a big star because people had saw me on television. I would go to, Korea, and I was a big star, and, because people had saw me on ESPN, they knew me before I ever got there. And that's what we tried to give these kids. We tried to give them a platform to become somebody. And the thing is, it's about self-esteem. It's about creating these kids as far as, making them believe in themselves, whether they become, big stars in this business. For me, that's secondary, but for them to become, good citizens in life, that means the world to me.
Well, we're definitely pumped for sure. I know we're all three going to be in attendance. So
yes, we will be. We'll be in attendance for that show.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. I mean, we spent a lot of money, to try to get this thing kicked off. We just want the fans more importantly to support us. To try to keep this thing going. And that first night, guys, I'm so nervous. I mean, I'm sure we're going to have all kind of bugs and kinks that we got to get out. You know what I mean? But that's the beauty of a venture. That's the beauty of going out there and being bold and saying, man, I'm going to get this done, and I'm going to get it done no matter what. On a shoestring budget, I'm going to get it done. You know what I mean? But like I said, I know I can't get it done by myself. I know I'm going to need a whole lot of help. And first and foremost, I'm going to need, the fans and, the viewers out there to support, ROW, support what we do and support, these young guys and their dreams and aspirations. And like I say, I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Once again, it's going to be Booker T's Reality of Wrestling, Saturday, April 14th, at Clear Lake Recreation Center, located off Bay Area Boulevard, 16511 Diana Lane in Houston, Texas. Go to their website, realityofwrestling.com. You can check them out on YouTube, The Booker T, ROW, and Twitter, BTRO Wrestling. And then to find you, Booker T, on Twitter, Booker T5X.
Oh, yeah, baby.
So, so we certainly look forward to the show. We will definitely be spreading the word. We certainly do appreciate you coming on and fulfilling this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for us to get to talk to you. It was simply amazing.
Hey, man, like I say, whenever you guys need me, just call on me. I definitely be willing to come back and do the show. Like I say, I got to do everything I possibly can to get ROW out there. I got my Twitter followers, and everybody's on board. And I just want to, like I said, I just want this thing to be a success, not for myself, you know what I mean? I mean, of course I want it to be a success for me, but more importantly, for the kids who really want to do this, for the guys who really want to do this. I mean, this is Paul Bosch's dream. This is his legacy, and I just feel like I'm the tool. I'm the one in the driver's seat, just trying to get us there. So, like I said, I appreciate all you guys out there for all your help.
Absolutely. Anytime we can help, we will be more than willing to help. Booker T, it's certainly been a pleasure.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Booker.
Definitely. Thanks, guys.